So this is about meditation. So Tatum, like knows about. We've done many sessions together, and she's a part of our community. And she says that before this, that every single time she tells people about how meditation is actually a natural thing. It's not something that you need to learn really to do. It's just you need to know that it is a possibility. And what we can talk a bit more about it right here. But so she goes on to say when she tells people about that, the frustration starts lifting off of them. I believe some of it is because many of us subconsciously do what we were taught because of our roots in Christianity. People automatically think meditation has to be strict, like there's more about that. And also the Eastern roots and things like that. And this is absolutely true. The other thing is that it has, since, in the 90s when I was growing up, it was just weird. Like, you thought it was a weird thing. It was also to calm people down, and it was not so normal also. So even like now we've come a long way, but it was not even normal. Like, it wasn't a normal thing to do. Now it is like everybody who does therapy, like if you go to get some therapy, meditation is like the top priority. And they don't usually, the thing is they're going to tell you based on these things. So maybe not Christianity, but they would teach you how to do it, where they would like look at, like, people look up to the East, as they should, because they gave us these, what do you call it, the silver platter that I give. But this silver platter obviously is laced in the hierarchies, because humans created the hierarchies. So they are like, okay, so let's get a desired outcome. So this is where the Eastern practices could even be more exciting, is understanding that some of them are not like this, but the ones that not humans, the West have taken over. I always talk about this. The one that is popular right now, where you clear your mind, is actually a warrior meditation. But the thing is when people do this, they just think of it's the hierarchy thing. They look at people like masters. And yes, I understand that someone might know and have some experience that you might have not had, but they're not, it shouldn't be like a master. It should be that they're sharing something. And so the reason why this is, and this is what I'm fighting, this is what I'm going to fight. I'm going to do it. You guys, yesterday, thank you, you helped me, push me to the fight, back to the fight, instead of becoming a monk. But basically, it is, yeah, so thank you, by the way, to everybody, again. This is the problem. It's because people thought of hierarchies, and they think this is the only way. They think it's natural. And natural means from nature. These hierarchies are invented by humans. It's a system. A hierarchy is not, you don't just do different. What we've done is we've done different hierarchies. You go to work, you have a boss. You go and vote for your country that's supposed to protect you, and you have a president, or whatever, because all the countries have different things, but a lot of them have presidents, prime minister, that kind of stuff, right? Or a king or a queen or whatever. When you go to school, you have a teacher. And instead of those things make sense because they're finite systems. But if the finite system is not working for what you have in front of you, you either transform it into something that's not a hierarchy, or just a different system altogether, or you look at it with an infinity lens. And unfortunately, I'm doing this on my own. There's no one doing this. Everyone is doing it from a hierarchy and from books that they've read. There's nothing wrong with books. I love books. But it's time. I'm doing this renaissance. I'm doing the empowerment renaissance. And what this empowerment renaissance is, and you guys can ask me more about it, I'm going to be talking about it a lot. It is building systems and building your life from your true energy. So when you do this, you will be able to see what your energy, you'll be able to see what your energy has that others don't. I did a few videos back to a psychic she called herself a public figure. She is doing things that anyone can do. And it's time, especially if you're working with infinity, like psychic stuff, it's time to do stuff that no one else can do but your energy. And I am doing this, not only am I helping people be able to do this because that's the style of my energy, but I am also showing and being transparent on my Patreon how to do that. Like by me just living my life and going through this process. I'm unveiling myself so that other people can unveil. Ariana, I'm gonna get to Ariana's comments soon. But Ariana and I were talking back and forth in the comments in the evening, and that's what we were talking about. I am unveiling. This is what Lilith and Aphrodite are working together in their different ways. The Aphrodite that is a part of me is an unveiling, part of the unveiling. Like that's her specialty and my specialty, my energy, all of it. And Lilith is about burning all those things that are like, need to be transformed. So we think of it as burning because that's what we see physically, but it's actually a transformation. You never burn or get rid of anything. It's conceptual. What you do is you transform. We're transformative, streaming, sticky beings, and sticky by like making connections. I was also talking to Anna. She was saying that she was having the heat in the back, and that is the same. We're always making connections, and if we've made so many connections and we're making so many conscious decisions, what's going to happen? Those are going to be burnt off. Your body's going to burn it. Energetically, not so much. Energetically, you're just transforming, but it's going to feel like burning. It's going to be some sweats, some, things like that. Kundalini, all those names and stuff, it's all the same thing. So it's always happening, but you are noticing it because you're more conscious of that process that's already happening. So when it's happening a lot, your body starts to feel it as well. So remember when I talk about, I went on a tangent, but this is important. Remember when I talk about when you basically, all the synchronicities are coming out and things like that, like your numbers, it's because you're expanding so much. The heat or any kind of little things that happen on your body, that tells you that also it's another expansion. You're expanding so much, your awareness is growing so big, not the high and low stuff, that is a opinion and description. But the actual thing that's happening is your expansion. You're blowing up big, like a balloon. And so when you get to those big sizes, your body starts to also feel it too. It doesn't mean it's never been happening. It just means that you're expanding so much, your awareness, that you're able to notice it in your body. And that usually, it's funny because you think that would be first, right? But it's not. You first see it in your environment. You see, oh, little repeating numbers and little things. Then those happen. And it becomes a normal part of your life. People are like, oh, you just have a Kundalini awakening. No, it continues. It's normal and natural. Okay, back to this. So yeah, Christianity and all those things, those are structures. So we will go back to structures, but not if I can help it. Because the structures should either the human structures, like I've built a structure of empowerment from my energy, from what my energy specializes in. So I didn't build a structure and then infuse it. That's like working for a company, and putting your energy in it, because you're always going to do that. This is going within and building a human structure from what's within. That's what I've done. So yeah, if anybody wants to know more about meditation and why it's not supposed to be that way, please ask in the comments and do it in the form of a question, because that will activate it and I will do a video response.